You think this is the beginning of the end game? No, probably not. I think that 2008 was probably the beginning of the end game, and we're just at the inning number 2 or 3, something like that. Because the end game, to me, most likely, is the breakdown of the global monetary system. I mean, if you don't have a global monetary system that's functioning properly, you're not going to have a global economy that's running on all 8 cylinders. It's just not going to work. So they patched it together with duct tape and spit and kind of, it's like a crack in the dam, and there's putting one finger there, one thumb there, one toe there, and doing all these things. But at the end of the day, that dam is most likely going to break to a point where they're not going to be able to fix it, no matter how much QE they do, no matter how much fiscal. It's just going to make the matter worse. And what is the catalyst? I don't know, but it's most likely a deterioration or a outright failure of the global monetary system. And I think that started in 2008. But I think what your question is are we at the end game as far as this next recession or that economic tsunami that's coming our way that the yield curve has been warning about? And yeah, I think definitely. But what I would do there, Jim, just to give you some insight or some like a tip to kind of time it a little bit better. Not that this is perfect. And again, there's no certainties, only probabilities. But if you look back throughout history, going back to the 1950s, you see that the problem usually hits the fan when the curve is no longer inverted between the 2s and the 10s. So the 2-year yield, 10-year yield, watch that like a hawk. So when that 2-year yield goes back down under the 10-year, and that's most likely going to happen via the Fed rate cuts, that's over the next 6 months, that's when there's the highest probability that you get that stuff hitting the fan moment. And for my personal portfolio, that's exactly what I'm watching. So, and that's what I'm going to be watching with the live streams on the Rebel Capitals channel. I'm sure I'll be doing more whiteboard videos. And that's just super easy. Anybody can do it. Just watch the yield between the 2-year and the 10-year.